Hi guys, and welcome back to another chemistry video. Today we're going to be talking about exothermic and endothermic reactions, so let's just get right into it. So here we have exothermic, right? I want to pay attention to our prefix exo. Whenever I see the prefix exo, I like to think of words like exit or external. Now I look at the middle of the word and I see therm, and this reminds me of thermal, which is basically heat, like thermostat. Now what this makes me think is heat is exiting something, it's being released. So if we were to define what an exothermic reaction is, it's basically a system where it's releasing energy from the inner system out to the surroundings. Therefore, you're going to end up with less potential energy in the products because you're losing it as it exits the system. So then your surroundings are getting warmer due to the released heat. Okay, now let's talk about endothermic reactions. So once again, I'm going to look at the prefix endo this time. And what this reminds me of is the word endoskeleton, which is basically like an internal skeleton. So now here in this case, I want to highlight the word inner, so inside. And then once again, we have therm, which reminds me of thermal or heat. So now what this is making me think is that an endothermic reaction, you're internalizing or you're absorbing heat. So for a clearer definition, an endothermic reaction is basically when a system is absorbing energy from the surroundings. So not only are your surroundings getting cooler, but now you have more potential energy in the products. So just to summarize, in an exothermic reaction, heat is exiting a system into the surroundings, so the surroundings are going to be warmer. And in an endothermic reaction, the system is absorbing or internalizing the heat from the surroundings, so the surroundings are going to be cooler and there's going to be more potential energy in the products. Now, an example of an exothermic reaction would be combustion. In combustion, you have energy being released in the form of light and heat in your products, so you're releasing heat to the surroundings. Now, if you want to think of an example for endothermic reactions, you can think of a cold pack. This cold pack is going to be absorbing the heat from wherever it is that you're placing it on, and it's going to be cooling the surface because now the heat is being absorbed, and that's what causes the ice pack to melt.